All right, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And real quick, before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' constant generosity and your support to me as always. It really means a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. If you guys are actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, if you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember, that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help, so thank you guys so much. And for today's video, it's over, boys and girls. It looks like it's over for us Nikke bros. It looks like Nikke is dying. Shift up. Our lovely indie company is not making enough millions. It is truly over. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. And we don't got to worry about anything, all right? Look, I just like to have a little bit fun with the clickbait, all right? Let's relax, all right? You could be a little mad at me, but I like to have fun with this every month. Every month, I like to look at the gacha revenue, and depending on how Nikke is doing, I always like to change my title. I think last time they were doing really great. Right now, there is clearly a drop, but it makes sense from January compared to February, right? So let's actually talk about it, and let's actually put it on screen right here. And as always, we're at gacha revenue right now. Now, when it comes to gacha revenue, please remember that this is all with a grain of salt. This is taking data from only mobile games, so if games are better on PC, you're not going to see those sales, so there's going to be kind of like skewed data right there. At the same time, it also accounts for CN, but CN is like a 1.75 multiplier, so that's even a bigger cap. So take this all with a grain of salt, but it helps just to gauge on how well games are doing, and I always like to talk about it, so we're just going to go from the top to bottom. Just talk about it. When it comes down to it, when we're looking at the big boys, it's always obvious seeing some of these big, insane games right now. TCG just absolutely dominating. Love and Deep Space doing great. Even with the drop, it's still second place. I don't know what's going on with Love and Deep Space. I really don't know much about it. I just saw some like BDSM stuff and I'm like, damn, dude. Those Bondo lovers are doing great right now. Like, that's insane. I know Dragon Ball Z Dokkan right now is doing really good because of their 10th anniversary too. So it makes sense seeing this. Honkai just dropped a little bit, but still going strong. Naruto always doing insane numbers, man. It's crazy how much they drop. Okay, so I don't know if anybody plays Genshin here, but January they had a huge, almost 100 million. And then now it's like 26 million. What happened? Did they have like the best characters come out or something, or what happened? Because like, holy shit. Like, that's still amazing that they're making that much, but like, what a drop. Monster Strike and JP still doing great, but that's crazy. Zenless Zone Zero still doing good. I really wanted to get into ZZZ. But as soon as I lost the first 50-50, I didn't want to put up with it. I was like, it's over. FGO is still doing good. Uma Musume is doing well as well. But when is Global coming? I'm telling you, where are my horse waifus? Wuthering Waves also had a big drop. I wonder if they had a big event as well. Same thing with Arknights. Seeing that kind of consistently. And oh boy, it looks like the mighty have fallen. It's over. 13 million? It's time to EOS, boys. It's not enough. It's not enough for our indie company. Nah, let's think about it, because January we had an amazing event with Rappy. Everybody kind of went all in on that. And honestly, when it comes to February, as great as, you know, Mast and Anchor look, at the end of the day, they are standard banners. You know, some people just care for making sure they're limited or not. So people were probably saving. And even if this collab was what you were saving for, it's not everyone's thing. So I'm not surprised seeing those numbers, but still 13 million is still amazing. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like a lot of people now are on saving mode for another collab, maybe summer, maybe even for the 2.5. I'm not surprised by it, but they're still doing really great. And a little birdie tells me that we're going to have an amazing fan service character coming up, so look forward to that. One Piece Bounty Rush, Infinity Nikke. I know it did come out, and it's like that dress-up gacha game. I want to know if anyone's played it, how good it is, because I was always interested in playing it, but I don't know how the rates are or anything like that. I didn't play the beta. I'm surprised how good Yu-Gi-Oh's doing. Hatsune Miku, Blue Archive. I also had a big event, man, because that drop is crazy. Dragon Ball Legends, AFK Journey. I mean, that's not that big of a drop. I mean, it's still like 4 million, but like, it's still doing really well. Girls Frontline 2 is at like 5 million. I'm gonna be honest though, Girls Frontline 2 is more of like a PC game in my opinion, because of all of like how well it is on PC, how graphically intensive it is. And like, it has a lot of quality of life stuff. Like, it has like ultra wide support. So I would like to know like how it would be doing with the gacha revenue on PC, but hey, we can't know everything. I was interested in Lost Sword a little bit, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Reverse 1999 also had a drop. I'm surprised JJK is doing as good as it did. My girlfriend got me into JJK and we watched everything, and let me tell you, I absolutely loved it. I know that's like an off tangent, but I really like JJK. It's been a minute since I watched anime, but like, I really loved it, and I love the movie too. It was insane. Azure Lane had a big drop, but God bless those 2D wallpapers that they have. I just wish the gameplay wasn't dog. I actually like playing my gacha games. That's why I only play Nikke, and I play Girls Frontline too, because I actually like the XCOM style gameplay. But yeah, no. I would get into Brown Dust too, but like honestly, I feel like it's too late. It's too late for me to get into it. I like to be there since launch, and I didn't commit. I'd be covering that with this game if I actually did, but hey, it is what it is, man. We keep going. Snowbreak just had a slight drop, but still doing really great. I think they found their audience once again. You know, good for them. Punishing Grey Raven also had a kind of a drop. I wonder what they had. Brown Dust 2, the Chads of fan service doing really great as well. Sword of Cavaleria is doing great too. It's still actually kind of being consistent though, so I wonder if they changed some stuff since then. Maybe it's less greedy. I don't know though. If anybody plays it, let me know. Epic 7 having a decent drop, but still kind of maintaining. That's not bad at all. Honestly, that's pretty good. Persona 5, I don't hear much about, but for an IP-based game, I'm surprised it's still doing really well. We're gonna see when we get towards the bottom, like that's not gonna be something similar to a lot of these, because some of these are rough, man. Mobile Suit Gundam. All right, look, there's gonna be some like Gundam lovers here, but I'm gonna be honest, like there's gonna be a hot take, but I thought it was pretty bad. Like the game, I feel like I'm so surprised when I see it do this well, but I think it's because there's just no Gundam gacha game, right? Like this is what they have to deal with. I think a new one is coming out, so hopefully it's better. I don't know. Echo Calypse is still doing great, so it looks like before it was making like around 300 to 400,000, which is still great, but I think they had like a huge ad push, and it looks like they found a good amount of audience, so it looks like it's still doing great, which is nice. That's good to see. Either Gazer is doing great as well. It always maintains around this revenue, so that's nice. Tribe 9 looks a little weird, but I think the game just recently came out, I think. So that's not that bad. 600,000. I think it's only been like a little bit, like a week or something. Bleach Brave Souls is slowly going down. And then we got stuff like Eversoul. Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, this revenue right here, like this 300,000, this is still healthy. I think some people like skew their perspective on what's healthy revenue because they look at stuff like Hoyo, they look at Nikke, they look at Love in Deep Space and see those ginormous numbers and think that's what the revenue is supposed to be, but that's honestly like the 1%. These are still healthy revenues, especially with smaller studios. I will say though, with this Lord of Nazareth game, I think the publisher is like A+ Japan or something like that. I just want to say that's rebranded Crunchyroll, and I think Crunchyroll did that because of how like awful their name is when it comes to gacha games, because people say to avoid any Crunchyroll game. So I think that's why they did that. I know a lot of my friends play Starseed, but I'm surprised seeing this drop. I don't know if it's just not popular or what's going on with it. If any of you guys play it, let me know. Counterside is another small game that I'm surprised doing. It's still doing really well, but it's like never gonna go away, man. Cat Fantasy, I got into for a second. I actually thought it was really adorable, but there was just so much to do and it really did not appreciate your time. And there was like a lot of gacha skins even at launch. Like I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, okay, not for me. And when we get down to it, we're getting towards the bottom down here. Girls Frontline, dude, Girls Frontline, the CEO will always keep this game going no matter what. They will make sure that this game stays alive forever, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty free-to-play friendly. Like you could get a lot of the units, but I think it's like the skins, right? That's like where the money comes from. But hey, we got Girls Frontline 2 now, and they're doing well. They're making so much more money than they ever did with any of these other games. Then getting towards the bottom here, we got One Punch Man World at 13,000. The Copium for the whales that are still playing, I don't know how you could support that, man. Anytime it's like a Crunchyroll IP cash grab, like you just have to avoid it, man. You know what's gonna happen. Maybe some people like doing it just because it's like in the moment I'm having fun, doesn't matter what happens. And then Higan, man, Higan, so many games have like EOS before Higan, but they were making more than Higan. And Higan is still going. I don't know how Higan is still going. 4,000 is crazy. The one developer and the one whale that are keeping that game going is insane. I'm always so surprised seeing how well Higan is doing in terms of just like maintaining. Like it's obviously not doing well, but the fact that it's still here is crazy to me. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few months we don't see Higan anymore, but we'll have to see, because I said that probably like 6 months ago and it's still here. But yeah, that is the gacha revenue. You know, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If there's something I didn't really go over, if I asked a question, you know, give me some extra insight. I don't play every gacha game, so if there's something that you play that I don't, let me know the extra insight. I'd love to know. I always like to know what's going on with gacha games. I just can't keep up with everything, you know? But once again, that is it for me. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And as always, thank you so much for the constant support. Take care and have a good one.